5,000 seat stadium built specifically for these World Championships are ready to host the fastest men in the world. And coming out representing Kenya, Ferdinand Omanyala.
He's already made history. He is the first Kenyan man to make a World Championship 100-meter final. He will start in lane 9.
He's enjoying it. He was teetering right on the brink of making it, not making it, making it, not making it. He did. He did enough to do it on time. Here is Letsile Tebogo of Botswana.
The youngest in the field. Remember this man's name because 991 and 1950 in the 200 at 20 means he is special. He's trying to become the first African man to win a World Championship 100-meter medal, as is Omanyala.
At just 24, this guy has a lot of experience and a lot of speed. A 3-time Japanese champion, Hakim Sani Brown.
When he made the final last year in Eugene at Worlds, he was the first Japanese man to do so. He has now made 2 in a row, but now he's trying to get onto the podium.
Watch the focus on the face of 2019 world champion Team USA's Christian Coleman.
If he can keep his nerve lead for the last 40, he can be world champion again. Make no mistake about it. Silver in 2017, gold in 2019.
Talk about an exciting young talent. The 22-year-old from Jamaica. This is Oblique Seville.
He's coached by Usain Bolt's former coach. Last year, I had him on the podium. He finished 4th behind the U.S. sweep. Has he learned enough in a year to run the way he's been running through the rounds? Nobody's been close to him through the rounds.
Zharnel Hughes said, people have counted me out in the past. I dug deep, I got myself out of a pretty bad spot, and here I am in the world final.
He has to get out of his own way. He false started in the Olympic final, and he has had some false start problems before, but if he can overcome those, he's on the podium as well.
Yes, it's showtime. It's go time for Noah Lyles, 2-time World 200 champ. He has a shot to begin his quest to do the double in the perfect way.
I don't think anybody is coming into this race with more confidence based on the semifinal. He looked the best in the semifinal, he and Seville. And that's a problem for everybody else, because when Noah Lyles is confident, it doesn't matter the distance, he is going to give you the best race he has ever run.
Ryiem Forde, Letsile Tebogo, Coleman, Hughes, and Lyles. You'll get to see the 2 Americans just 2 lanes apart. Sani Brown, Omanyala. Pushed Noah Lyles in the heat. And then Noah clipped it up to another gear in his semi-final.
The lane draw also favors Lyles because he's next to Seville, who we think will start well. I don't think he's going to be worried about Hughes, but he's close enough to Coleman, who we expect to get the best start in 4.
Fred Curley not on the line. He was eliminated in the semi-final. There will be a new world champion.
There's Noah's mom.
She is a fixture by both of her sons' side when they compete. But it's showtime for Noah now. The men's 100-meter final here at these Budapest World Championships.
Set.
Men's 100 final underway. Coleman gets that characteristic fantastic start. Noah Lyles is going to have to find something special. Letsile Tebogo. Wow, Noah Lyles led right at the line. Hughes was in the mix as well. That was close. 9:84 the time. They're waiting on confirmation as well. They're waiting. It's Noah Lyles, world champion.
They said I wasn't the one, but I thank God that I am.
America, you have a problem. You have now let Noah Lyles figure out the 100. He is not going back just to the 200. And he will be favored in the 200. And he has a chance now to do the first double at these championships since 2015. There's no way you could have seen how he looked in that semifinal and not thought that he had a legitimate chance at winning the whole thing, and he's done just that. The United States wins their 4th 100-meter world title in a row. 2017, Justin Gatlin. 2019, Christian Coleman. Last year was Fred Curley, and now Noah Lyles, 4 in a row for the United States.
9.83 for Noah Lyles. Zharnel Hughes gets bronze.
And Seville, for the 2nd year in a row,
4th.
fades to 4th. He hasn't figured it out yet.
How about the youngster from Botswana, the 20-year-old Letsile Tebogo with silver? But it's all about Noah Lyles.
Oh boy.
You know what? He backed up the talk. He backed up the talk.
Not just that, remember, Noah Lyles has never made a U.S. 100-meter team in his life. So not only did he come here making his first U.S. team, but then he defeats the rest of the world. He has been in the 200, looking at the 100 and thinking, I can do that. I can be there. I can be competitive. Now he's the world champion.
Look out. Look out.
Good luck with that. Noah Lyles has a lot to crow about, and he has backed it up, as you said, by winning gold. Tebogo wins the very first medal for an African male in getting 2nd, and Hughes overcame some of his issues that he has had in finals and gets a bronze for Great Britain. That's their first medal for Great Britain in 20 years.
Unreal. What a night here in Budapest. And you may have heard Noah say to the camera, you told me I couldn't get this done. I have.
So we'll get another look at the anatomy of Noah Lyles' first 100-meter world title. Look at how he had to hold his composure at the end, and this is why we felt like he would be a threat for the podium, because nobody holds their nerve and their form in the last 40 of any race more than Noah. So combine that with his great starts, including the one he had in the semifinal. He figured out his acceleration during these rounds. He didn't have to come from as far back as he has been having to come in prior years. And when you let him get close, think Usain Bolt. When you let him get close, the higher top end speed is always going to take him to the front. And Mom enjoyed this one.
Keisha's saying, did he win? Did he win? Tell me, did he win?
He won.
Fantastic. Well, the legend Usain Bolt put his arms around this young man earlier this year and said, keep doing what you're doing. Keep the flair, keep the emotion, keep the showman. The sport needs it, and the sport's got it. Noah Lyles as a world 100-meter champion.
That is called backing up your talk.
Sure is.
When he put his goals out there, 9.6 and 19.1, people said, well, he's never going to run 9.6. I don't think that matters. The point is, you put your goals out there, you let people know, hey, I am not being shy about what I want. I want to be a 100-meter contender. I want to be a 100-meter world champion. He's accomplished that now. What kind of confidence do you think Noah Lyles is going to head into the 200 meters with?
Look out.
And let's fast forward to that just a little bit. Last year, he was not running as fast as he is now, and he got very close to the world record. Look out when those 200-meter finals roll around.
He wants Usain Bolt's record of 19.19. Look at how emotional Zharnel Hughes is.
As he should be.
Yeah, well done.
He has spent a lot of years trying to get on a world-class podium. He's finally done it now. Congrats to the Brits, their first 100-meter world championship medal in 20 years.
I think the creators of Japanese anime need to make a Noah Lyles character.
I think they will now. Dragon Ball Z, move over.
You betcha. Oh, the road to Paris 2024 just got a whole lot smoother for Noah Lyles. World champion already 2 times in the 200. He's now out at the 100.
Noah, you told us that if you were going to be one of the greatest athletes ever, you had to do special things.
Yep.
And special things were doubling at the World Championships, and you have done something that is completely unexpected and incredible. So explain to us what this moment feels like now as 100-meter world champion.
First of all, it was unexpected to everybody else.
Right.
I believe in myself. I believe in God. I believe in the mission that me and my coach have. We traded 9 months for this moment right here. You only got one shot to hit your peak, and we made sure that it counted. And like you said, to do great things, you know, to be one of the legends, you got to win the 100, and then you got to win the 200, and then you got to win the 400, 4x1. This right here is ticket number 1. We got 2 more to go, and I'm feeling really good about the 200.
2 more to go. Let's step back to the introductions, which were really exciting, but then in the blocks. Take us there in that moment and the start and the way you came down the track.
Yeah, after the semi-round, I knew that if I got the same start, it would be over. That's what my coach said as soon as I got back. He said, you don't need to do anything different. I don't care where they are in the race. You just need to do what you did in that semifinals. And I was like, all right, I don't need to do anything extra. We got out of them blocks, and I still took my first step, and I knew where I was. And I'm like, you guys didn't get out far enough, you know. But before we end this question, hey, Otto, who did you put your money on?
Otto, you want to reply to that?
No, hey, listen, he's 100% right, because I thought that he would come here and have to figure out his start and his acceleration. He did that. Congrats to the man. I deserve that.
Yeah, he said that he thought you had to figure out your acceleration and your start, and you did that, so congrats to you. As we look back at that replay, you had a special moment once again with your mom after it was all over. I know this has been a big-time family and team affair. What's that experience like?
It has. You know, I really give my mom panic attacks when I run the 100. As we said last year, you know, the 200 is my wife. It's my loyal. And the girl. And I might have flirted with the side girl a lot today. So I got to go make it up to the 200 on Wednesday.
Absolutely. One final question, Noah. I know that the 200 is your baby, and that's the one you're here for. You know, how does this 100 fit into the 200? Because you need 0.13 seconds, 1300ths of a second, to get from your American record in the 200 to break Bolt's 200-meter world record. How does this tonight help you with that goal?
What we did tonight is we PR'd in the 100 by a good margin, and we did it after many rounds. You know, as we look at the 200, we're looking at many margins, and we just made that up in the weakest part of my race. So as we go into the 200, and I improve on the weakest part of my race, the good parts only get better.
Noah Lyles, congratulations. 100-meter world champion as you expected.
As I expected. Thank you, Lewis.